5 important lessons young people should learn from Henry Ford. Born July 30th, 1863 in Greenfield Township, Michigan, Henry Ford developed himself as an engineer, entrepreneur, and industrialist. Ford founded the Ford Motors in 1903. Not only did his innovation and influence revolutionize the American transportation system, but also automobile manufacturing worldwide, even until today. On April 7th, 1947, Ford died in Dearborn, Michigan, with an estimated net worth of $200 billion in today's dollars. Today, Ford legacy continues through his company's philosophy of producing simple yet affordable cars. As of 2017, Ford Motor Company's production output reached 6.6 million vehicles with estimated revenue of $156 billion. So how did Henry Ford become so wealthy, and what can young people learn from him? In this video, we'll share with you 5 important lessons young people should learn from Henry Ford. If you're new here, consider subscribing so you won't miss other interesting videos like this. Lesson 1. Do what you love. In 1878, Ford received a gift from his father, a pocket watch. For his father, the device serving its simple function satisfied him. For Ford himself, that simple function consumed his interest. He needed to know what made it literally tick, and he did. Ford's tendency for fixing mechanical devices went on to include his neighbor's pocket watches. In doing what he loved, Ford became a watch repairman throughout his neighborhood. A year later, 16-year-old Ford left for a mechanist apprenticeship in Detroit, much to his father's disappointment. But Ford himself said, "I never had any particular love for the farm. It was the mother on the farm I loved." The lesson for young people: Ford did what he loved by fixing things instead of loving what he did in farming. He enjoyed the process more than the end result, and it shone in his future interest. You must understand the difference between loving what you do and doing what you love. While loving what you do can guarantee success in contentment, doing what you love goes beyond that. It is the willingness to put an extra effort in order to achieve success, despite any protest against your decision. Lesson 2. Be a goal-getter. In 1891, Ford's engineering career kicked off from the Edison Illuminating Company. His promotion to chief engineer in 1893 saw Ford's freedom in building and test driving gasoline automobiles, which will become the blueprint for his future goal. After achieving a little success with 2 automobile manufacturing companies, Ford started the Ford Motor Company in 1903. When he became its president in 1906, he declared his goal as creating motor cars for the great multitude. Ford tasted his first major success after creating the Model T in 1908, a clear improvement from his experimental quadricycle and the old Model A. The Model T's sturdy design made it simple to drive through rough roads. Though not everyone could afford $825, which is $22,470 today, it became popular among the middle and lower class citizens and was relatively inexpensive compared to Ford's competitors' $4,000, which is $100,000 today. For Ford, this was a major milestone towards his overall goal. The lesson for young people: would Ford ever create a goal he has no need for? No, but he did find a need. His goal implied a deep need for making something better. If your need is important, so is your goal. Set milestones like Ford did. Think success in little steps. Be delighted when you achieve them, for through them can you measure your progress towards your overall goal. Lesson 3. Join the Innovators Club. Ford Motors was producing a few cars a day, but Ford described the industry-wide production line as expensive inefficient, and unlikely to meet increasing demand. After several years researching the automobile industry, Ford developed his innovation in 1913, an improvement of the old mobile assembly line in 1901. By adding a conveyor belt, Ford created a moving assembly line. Ford's innovation relied on continuous flow and division of labor, so his workers assembled a car one part at a time, instead of one car at a time. This mass production system saved cost and car assembly time. Model T's sales reached 472,000 in 1916. Its price dropped from $825 to $360. Then, by 1918, half the driven cars in America were Model T's, and Ford had become a rich man. The lesson for young people: Ford didn't reinvent the wheel when he developed the assembly line. He capitalized on a proven idea, altered and mastered its use for mass production, which added to his company's value and success. Try questioning the status quo as Ford did. Think inside and outside the box and learn the lessons from successful people, because that will give you the chance to obtain success as well. Lesson 4. Develop emotional intelligence. In the 1900s, Ford decided to try something different. In his bid to show appreciation and understanding towards his staff, Ford became more in tune with their financial and work-life balance needs. So he implemented a positive wage by increasing their pay to $5 per day and minimized their shift to 40 hours per week. Ford was the first person in history to do this, and he even said, "If there is any one secret of success, it lies in the ability to get the other people's point of view and see things from that person's angle as well as your own." The lesson for young people: emotional intelligence is that intangible thing that affects how you make decisions that achieve positive results. If you want to be successful, break away from standards and be keenly in touch with people's needs, as this will enable you to know how to help them and in turn run a successful business. Develop a great reputation. Ford built his company's reputation on mass producing inexpensive and simple to drive cars to the middle and lower class. Some of them were Ford's workers, who appreciated his time-saving innovations, saving enough wages and bought cars they themselves assembled, a notion almost unheard of from other automobile companies. Indeed, Ford became a household name for innovation in the automobile world, and his reputation hailed as a champion of the masses. To do more for the world than the world does for you, that is success. Henry Ford. The lesson for young people: aside from innovation, Ford groomed his great reputation from his need for making people's lives better, even his workers as well, and they returned the favor by becoming Ford's customers. In life, whatever you do determines your reputation. Ingredient for success: cultivate a good character, think beyond yourself, and try understanding the impact of your actions on not just yourself but others too. In conclusion, if you're a young person and you want to be rich in life, figure out what you love and focus on your passion. Ford once said, "The whole secret of a successful life is to find out what is one's destiny to do and then do it." Be that someone who is energetic and determined to see each and every success milestone accomplished. Innovation is a process. No one achieved success overnight. It demands your time and effort to make it happen. No successful person today will ever tell you they achieved success without a bit of innovation, focus, and courage to be different. If you can understand the needs of your staff and your clients, you can use the results as a means to success. Benjamin Franklin once said, "It takes many good deeds to build a good reputation, and only one bad one to lose it." If you can build an excellent reputation, know that it is always a precursor to success. Thank you for watching our videos. We'd like to give you another interesting video for you to enjoy next. But before then, our team will be very happy if you can like this video and share it with your friends on social media. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss other interesting videos like this. Look at your screen now to see 2 other videos we handpicked for you to enjoy next. We love you.